Everything is changing once again. With the emergence of 5G wireless, video and game streaming services, augmented and virtual reality, and even the ability to communicate with our light bulbs. It seems like everything we touch or interact with now involves a network. As our lives become more reliant on networks, we increasingly expect ubiquitous and reliable access to massive amounts of bandwidth with very low latency, so our experiences are instant and seamless. While many networking solutions have adapted to this new way of living our lives, router technology hasn't. Routers remain large, proprietary, monolithic platforms, where the hardware and software is tightly wrapped in a metal case and only a handful of vendors produce them. Because of this, router solutions have seen slower innovation cycles and very high capital and operational costs. It is no wonder most operators are having a hard time figuring out how to efficiently scale up their network capacity and accelerate innovation cycles to meet the new generation of consumer and business demands. It's time to bring network routers into the modern world. Disaggregation is a critical step to modernizing routers. With disaggregation, the hardware, operating system, and applications are all separated into independent, distinct components in an open ecosystem, so each piece can be purchased from a different vendor. This instantly allows operators to break the shackles of vendor lock-in. Disaggregation is nothing new in technology. Remember the beginning of the smartphone revolution, when we were all locked into BlackBerry's vision of the future? The hardware, operating system, and applications were all from BlackBerry. And while they were solid phones, the BlackBerry model resulted in vendor lock-in and dramatically limited innovation. Enter Android. Android created a disaggregated, open ecosystem that enabled numerous vendors to develop hardware and applications. This gave rise to not only a wide variety of mobile devices, but also a whole host of other types of smart devices, including tablets, TVs, watches, even refrigerators. And we now have millions of applications enabling us to do all sorts of things with our devices that a single vendor could never have even dreamed of. This is the true benefit of disaggregation, creating an ecosystem that unleashes and accelerates innovation to bring us game-changing solutions. Disaggregated network routers are bringing that same level of innovation and development to network operators' IP networks. As with the Android market, the hardware for a disaggregated router is based on a common set of hardware building blocks, enabling a broad ecosystem of hardware vendors. These devices, called white boxes, come in a wide range of capacities and capabilities to address different market segments, including enterprise and data center deployments. And again, like in the Android market, there are basic devices with a limited feature set and specialized carrier-class devices that offer carrier-grade features like hardware redundancy, memory options, and even environmentally hardened equipment. Then, operators choose the version of routing software called a Network Operating System, or NOS, that best fits their needs. Scalability is another benefit of this disaggregated approach. Operators can start small with a single router and then scale up by stacking more devices or connecting multiple devices with a fabric switch, similar to a spine and leaf architecture. The result is a solution that can be scaled to tens or even hundreds of terabits of capacity in a network element. So gone are the days of being limited by a particular chassis, of trying to predict demand and watching assets sit idle while you wait for traffic to grow. Need more capacity? Add a white box or two. As with other examples of disaggregation, operators deploying disaggregated solutions will see significantly reduced vendor lock-in, lower pricing as more vendors compete, more choice with the ability to pick and choose from a wide range of white boxes and NOSes, faster innovation cycles and a much broader ecosystem, and ultimately the ability to more cost-effectively meet network demands, offer new services, and generate more revenue. For more information about how disaggregated routers accelerate innovation, contact Infinera.